Welcome to today's demonstration. This demonstration will be showcasing FileBound's solution capability within the Accounts Payable department. Today I'll be taking you through a FileBound Accounts Payable automation solution with a finance platform integration. So firstly, we need to start with invoice data capture. This can be achieved via scanning on your multifunction device, saving email attachments, or via a mobile device. Now with our advanced capture platform, we will identify the key data for extraction, as an example, who the supplier is, all the header data, plus optional line item information. Once capture is complete, we will migrate the invoices to FileBound and start the accounts payable workflow process. During this process, the invoices will be automatically routed for approval. Users can be either on-site or off-site with remote access. Once the invoices are approved, the invoice data will be migrated to the finance platform, removing the data entry element. Once the data is migrated, the status of the document within FileBound will be updated. Okay, now let's head over to FileBound. FileBound is a web-based platform which enables the user to access the FileBound platform from any device, anywhere, at any time, as long as the user can reach the URL on their device. So we've processed 4 invoices that are now migrated into FileBound. So let's log in as our accounts payable user to process these invoices. Once the accounts payable user is logged in, they'll be taken to their assignments page, which we can see we have 4 invoices that have migrated down our AP workflow route. From this visual screen, the user will be able to see which step they are allocated at, which is code invoice, which due date has been assigned to them, giving the user 1 day to complete this task, and also a list of our suppliers as well. So let's process the Mark Aircon invoice. Okay, now that the FileBound web viewer is open, we will be able to see this invoice and also process the workflow tasks. From the left hand side, you will see a pane here with a dynamic folder structure, and also down the left you'll see the file details, which we have captured from the invoice through our capture process. One of the key element fields here with a MYOB integration is whether the invoice is an item or a service. So part of this particular step is this will be coded as a service invoice, so we simply save the metadata fields. We then head over to the related files. From this area, we can code the invoice. The FileBound integration platform has the ability to sync the MYOB account numbers and also item numbers. So this being an A service invoice, we will use the account number today. Simply select the account number, add a description, enter the price, and also the tax code. Once the item is coded, it can be saved and moved down the workflow route. My workflow actions today here are ready for approval, waiting for sync. I can assign a PO number if I need to, and also pass on to management to confirm. These workflow options can be customized to suit your business and your process. So we're going to approve this invoice and move it down the workflow. Now let's log in as James, as he's the manager of this particular organization where we're going to approve this invoice. Now James can access the FileBound platform from within inside his office, or if he's remotely, he can access it via his iPad or even his mobile device. So let's log in. Once James logs in, you will see that he has only one workflow task, and this step being invoice approval. And we've assigned 2 days for James to complete this particular operation. So let's open up the invoice. Okay, now that James has opened up the invoice, he will be able to see from the left hand side the metadata that was captured, and also see that our accounts person has tagged this as a service invoice and the status is waiting approval. James will be able to go over to related files and review the coding, make any edits that's required, and can head back to the workflow step to approve this invoice, or select another workflow option that is designed for his company. So we're going to approve this invoice and move it down the workflow ready for MYOB integration. What we're going to do is process the other 3 invoices so we have a data set ready to go for MYOB integration. Okay, now we can see from our search screen that we have the 4 invoices in the system and they are ready for MYOB import. So our integration platform is going to pick up these 4 invoices and migrate the metadata over to MYOB. Okay, now that our integration platform has transferred the data over to MYOB, we also update the status within inside FileBound to say that the import was successful. This gives us the ability to handle any API errors that we have during communication. Part of the FileBound workflow process is we check the status for that particular API integration to make sure it was complete. Once it's been complete, we update the status here to say MYOB transfer complete. Another feature of this solution is we also check once payment has been made against the account within inside MYOB. So let's head over to MYOB and pay one of these particular invoices. Okay, now that we have MYOB open, let's head over to the purchase register and open up the Mark Aircon invoice. You can also see the other 4 invoices have migrated as well. So from this screen, we can see that it's taken our description and our account code, and we haven't had to key in any information at all. So we're going to pay this particular invoice, record the payment, and now we have a balance due of 0. So our FileBound integration platform is going to query these particular invoices, and once payment has been made, we're going to update the status within FileBound. So let's go check. Okay, here we can see that the FileBound file status has been updated with payment confirmed, and we also put a date stamp as well.